Deep in the forest, a lonely carnivore is on the hunt. The attacker was Allosaurus, a young male, just 3 years old. He's only been days away from leaving his family and starting his own life. But his hunt ought to be a failure. Basically, she's gonna put out the long distances and gonna work for him. He needs to learn how to ambush. And to do that, he must search for some more prey and hopefully get a feast. But not only that, also start a family as a whole. Since this also his life could change forever. It is the late Jurassic, a time ruled by titans. The one where Pangea no longer exists, as it's broken down to the causes we know as today. That event is known as continental drift. While constantly drifting on the globe, the dinosaurs were along for the ride. Those in the grow in diverse numbers. It's about this time in Jurassic that they got much, much larger. Some modern concepts are built like here as a result of giant hooded dinosaurs that roam around here. This hood Diplodocus and was the abundant species of titans here. This herd, for being young, had not gone to 35-meter giants. Being hatched out was easier because you had to be in a constant aware of danger. In the Jurassic forest, there are many dangers there. And now they're grown to the floodplains they can truly thrive in after becoming giants. These giants cost weigh out to 30 tons, which in size they don't have predators to worry about. At this time, sauropods are kings of the dinosaurs. and at the boom of the rain. But some had grown enormous. This titan is Brachiosaurus, the tallest of them all. These animals weigh up to 50 tons and measure 26 meters. With giant front arms and a huge neck, these dinosaurs can reach to trees up to 60 meters high, trees that other dinosaurs can. As I saw pods, this dinosaur spends the entire day eating. And with the dry season coming, they have to take advantage of the green landscape. This Ceratosaurus had just left the forest home. They just laid the clutch of eggs and are on their way to the new feeding grounds. They hope that the new generation will follow them in their footsteps as they enter the brave new world. Right now, these animals are making the best they can throughout this wet season before the dry season begins. And the rain's starting to take notice. These are the last rains before the drought. And the flush river which many dinosaurs depend on will disappear. The animals in the river are small compared to the giants on the plains. Still, some are truly massive. A group of Stegosaurus lives near the river. These tiny herbivores represent a real threat to predators. These dinosaurs are elephant size, and we have almost the same. Despite their size and mass, it's the 1 meter long spikes that makes them a real threat. This group has set up right around the river. Instead of migrating other herbivores in the drought, they're able to survive with abundant vegetation near the water. The small animal next to Stegosaurus is Camptosaurus. The distant relatives of iguanodons, it may as well be their ancestor. During the wet season, they graze the forests and plains in large groups. But in the presence of so many herbivores, it would be a tempting spot for carnivores. A pair of Ceratosaurus wander nearby. These one-time carnivores are also river neighbors and have settled well fine. These pair are the top predators near the river, and are always looking for smaller animals to hunt, like Camptosaurus. But there are other options as well, like a group of grazing Dryosaurus. The river forest offers vegetation, but also hides the smell of predators. Dinosaurs are experts at hunting these dinosaurs. And they're the main source of food. Back in the forest, the young man Allosaurus is still on the hunt for something to the edge of his hunger. A resting flock of pterosaurs could be the appetite he needs. Going to succeed, he's really planning an ambush like trying to get closer. Success, but hunger is still felt. We must keep searching for more food. After hours on searching, he's gonna try to smell of flesh. A Stegosaurus carcass could be the opportunity he needs. But unfortunately, it isn't all his. This other male Allosaurus was also attracted to it. And is larger than the younger male. Picking a fight with him would be a total mistake. The younger male try to test and see if he would truly give up this kill. The larger male clearly won't get the carcass, and the young male continues to search for food elsewhere. Here, the nights are far from silent. The deep and loud chants of the giant herd can be heard from miles. The dry season is very close, and the dinosaurs start to feel it. There has been more rains, and the grasslands are starting to go pale. Like many dinosaurs, this giant herd of sauropods would stay on this land. They did all they could and prepared to put up with the limited vegetation that will survive the drought. One of the Diplodocus has separated from the group in search of food. Despite he's 23 meters long, he's still vulnerable from predators around. This gives the young Allosaurus another chance at a meal. Despite this Diplodocus being vulnerable, he is still a barrier to predators, making it impossible for the young Allosaurus to bring down. Unless you're not the only one. The rest of the Allosaurus, small but vulnerable Diplodocus, decided to take this as the opportunity as well. To get a chance to get a meal, they need to attack the Diplodocus' vulnerable points. It's a combination of speed, sharp teeth, and agility. They attack in all directions. The large Allosaurus inflicted a wound to Diplodocus' neck, bleeding it. But it's still too dangerous to continue attacking. All I can do now is play the waiting game. And hope that nature takes care of the rest. The Titan has fallen, and the carnivores will have food in their mouths. Allosaurus are about 11 meters, making them the top predators of their range. And thus is in rotation as the lions of the Jurassic. But just because they're on a giant reward doesn't mean it's always peaceful around these group. Female Allosaurus tend to be more aggressive toward each other, including other females. When arguments happen, the males just take their piece and go. They can find food elsewhere. The might conflict at any moment, but since this is opportunity, at the start of a new life, he truly turns towards the family and starts right here. He plays it cool. He tries to seize the female into him. If he has to stay with her, he has to play along her needs. The female accepts him. They'll pair for a couple of months, then she'll leave him. But for now, they'll hunt together and look after one another. As a start, this will be the last meal before the dry season. The Camptosaurus, feeling the drought approaching, start marching to the coast. Sauropod had already begun their march, and now they all left. And now marks a new chapter in the Jurassic. the survival during the dry season and how the main animals can cope with that. Three months have passed, and the forest floor is on the move. A group of sauropods on the move. They're from the Diplodocus that laid their eggs into the forest months ago. They're not all the way deep into the forest for more vegetation. But does it get past many obstacles? With the Allosaurus. The Ceratosaurus pair also took advantage of this opportunity as well. This last Diplodocus has also predators, but now it's about to enter an even bigger carnivore. Torvosaurus, an 11-meter-long carnivore. About this also an Allosaurus. This big male is a top predator around, hunting whatever it sees. Like young sauropods. It's too close for comfort for the Diplodocus. There's other chances might be coming for the Torvosaurus. Everyone must be totally aware of this top predator compared to Allosaurus. This male Stegosaurus is on a mission. For days, he's been consistently trying to pursue a female with little success. Now his persistence is finally paying off. To try and win her over, the man puts some blood into the plate, creating a beautiful display. But she warms up to. Now they're together for a while. It's been 2 months since the Allosaurus has paired, and the female has laid her first eggs. Only 2, but they are an investment in the future. Even though they're together now, consistent needs are still wanted for the female. When eggs laid, she had to protect them. That means she can participate in hunting, when the young male wanted to do so all by himself. It will be tough, but to train the next generation, you have to do the best you can. The young man also is doing it trying to be a parent. but his skills as a lone hunter are yet to be tested, and he's only hard to succeed. But now he's about to discover that. A lone Camptosaurus must have got separated from the herd. The instinct now is to chase. Hopefully run into the ground. The also chosen target is now stolen by the Torvosaurus. The MS is not trying to get out of this killer so easily. He's trying to pick up a fight. The torso is clearly bigger than younger male. They clearly have no chance. He gives up. For this choice target taken by another predator, you know how to look for other sources. Increasingly desperate, he still patrols the same area, hoping for another source of food. He spots a clan of Dryosaurus and saw a partlet close to the river's edge. There's a feeding on the shrubs left by in other parts of the forest. Maybe this time. What's the quick thinking? He's taking down two of the solar podlets. And for good reason. One belongs to him and the other for his mate. Across all this time, as long as these girls are clearly paying off, that there's still ways to go. After finishing his kill, he'll bring a second kill back to his mate, back into the forest. The Jurassic is still in his middle last, and the animals chose to stay behind and start hanging that tough. The Ceratosaurus still went around the river, and with the absence of Camptosaurus, they are starving and desperate. And that makes them even more dangerous. One is less eyesight. On a very small brain, direction of the Stegosaurus is immediate and aggressive. Ceratosaurus normally treat as such that a herbivore. But the hunger has made him desperate. 4 months have passed, and the dry season has all dinosaurs at their limits. All, exhausted and hungry, are more vulnerable than ever. This Camptosaurus is clearly been exhausted by the hot sun. It's clearly pushing him to his limits. He's now far from his herd, and worst of all, vulnerable to any danger, like predators. The man Allosaurus has smelled him and sees him as his next meal. Despite his exhaustion, he's still picking up his speed, giving Allosaurus a quick deal of trouble. But he had a plan. A perfectly set ambush. In the past few months, the Morrison and Allosaurus have bonded together wealthily, with human now enjoying the hunts more often. And for good reason. In the past month, the Allosaurus eggs hatch. And the younglings have stepped foot into the real world. They begin constant attention from the mother and dad and are following in their footsteps. It must point on their mind is food. What this should be worrying about is that they may become food themselves. Like for Allosaurus. But the male shrugs it off The lone female Ceratosaurus, ever since lost her mate, constantly has to hunt by herself, even when getting into unwanted territory. She does not want the whole carcass, but a piece of it. And that could be pretty risky. A broken Allosaurus can kill Ceratosaurus easily, so it's really not worth the risk. But for the Allosaurus family, the prize is far from secure. The Torvosaurus have returned, and he's really hungry. When Allosaurus senses the danger, he rushes to defend. The man also clearly no match for the Torvosaurus due to his large size. But he tries his best now the last. But it's clearly not showing the Torvosaurus off. Unless he's not alone. Clearly outmatched, the Torvosaurus retreats for an easier meal. The Allosaurus pair has held their ground, and shown the Torvosaurus in its place. The man also has gone for a loner to a father figure. Now, he will raise his two kids, intending to train them to become the best hunters in his world. And this time, he won't be alone with his mate by his side. It's near the end of the Jurassic, but dinosaurs reign only grown from here. Since the continent split, they will now be diverse over the world, including more fierce predators to more enormous giants. Soon, a new era will begin, and the dinosaurs will truly reign supreme all around the globe. Next time, you will follow a lone dinosaur and tries to follow his destiny.